Hello, everyone. So, I've had this idea for a while now, and I've kind of just want to make a video on it for no reason. So today we're doing another tier list video, and basically what I'm going to be doing, if you didn't read the title, was I'm going to be Thanos snapping the the alphabet in half. So basically, what that means is a Thanos snap is referring to kind of just when you can divide something by two, and when you Thanos snap it, it cuts that in half. So basically, we're going to be taking the 13 best letters, and putting them into the ultimate alpha. Actually, I don't like that tier. We're gonna call it ultimate ultimate alpha ultimate alphabet. And no, did I spell that right? Right. Oh. I Alright, there we go. I know I used AI to respell that, but I don't care. Ultimates are a word for me. I'm not good at spelling. Anyway, let's start. So starting with some ones that are just obvious, gonna be in the ultimate alphabet. Already taking up 13 of our slots. You you can't have alphabet without A, B, and C. Now, arguably, of all of these, C is probably the one candidate that I could potentially put into no, but no, C is just gonna stay there because, like, in ultimate alphabet, because it's A B C 1 2 3. I might do this with the numbers, but it would be a way shorter video. And with the symbols, that hold on, I'm actually getting some video ideas from this. But anyway, these three are just obvious picks. And now let's just go over some that are like not, like, just absolutely not. There is absolutely no way they're making it in. Starting with Q. And the main reason is because, well, Q is so pathetic that it has to rely on you to even do anything. Like, I feel like for an ultimate alphabet, the letters have to have some sort of independency. If every letter you're in, besides one, I think you have to come before a certain letter, then immediately you're not worthy. And it's not even that has to hide behind you. It's that it puts itself first, and you is just like, yeah, that's okay. So for that, I feel like you is going to go into the ultimate alphabet because, one, it's a vowel, and also it's a very common letter despite being at the back of the alphabet. U is like the replacement for E if E didn't exist, but E is like the most important letter by far. So E is also going into the ultimate alphabet. So we already got 5 out of the 13 slots, and to make this easier, let's eliminate more. I know Z is at the end of the alphabet, but it just does too little. And I know, like, the few words it start. Well, actually, let's take a quiz. Is name one word or in the comments that starts with Z that isn't zebra, zoo, or zucchini. So those are the only 3 words that start with Z that I can think of. And yeah, if you can think of it, I'll give you a prize of uploading a video to my YouTube channel. Like, because I can't really give anything away to someone in real life. So yeah. But it has to be original. You can't say you can't steal someone else's comment. Anyway, next up, I think X is just like there. It doesn't really do much. We're just gonna remove X. And also, I was going to make a whole yap session about how like C versus K, because only one of them can make it to the ultimate alphabet. But C is just C. Like C is a C and K. I think C is the superior letter, and we can't have both when they both make basically the same sound. Also, V and W. What did I just click on? All right. I accidentally switched tabs. You might not have saw it, but V and W, no. I know W is like a common letter to be used now, but I don't think so. And also, let's just remove P. Because, like, yeah, these letters are just kind of the outcasts of the alphabet. I can't really see them making it into the alphabet. And as for anything else that is guaranteed ultimate alphabet, let's just go over a few. H. H, it can make a bunch of sounds when you pair letters next to it. And I know I just talked about how pathetic that is in the case of Q, but this time it doesn't have to rely on multiple letters, and it can even be a standalone letter. So, and like given the fact that it has its own superpower, I guess it's too cool not to include. So yeah. Uh, I also think. Wait, how many letters? 6. I also think we just have to include the other vowels that just haven't been talked about because they're vowels. They play such an important role in the letter hierarchy that we just have to include them. And that goes for Y as well. So. mm, 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 mm. So we have 9 spots for the ultimate alphabet. So that leaves 4 more letters. And the rest of them will go here. Well, we can already fill. Well, as for these letters, there are 3 here that come to mind when I think of the ultimate alphabet. And R, S, and T are the ones that I think of. Now, R, S, and T are just very common letters, and they're also at the back of the alphabet. So, now that I'm looking at it, I was expecting a lot more front runners from the start of the alphabet, and a lot less from the back, because back letters don't get used off as often. But now, as I'm looking at it, it seems like they get equal treat. It seems like they get a lot of them get just as equal treatment as some of these front letters. Now that only leaves 1 spot left, and it's either going to go to G, to D, F, G, J, L, M, or N. And I'm just going to say G and J are not making it into the ultimate alphabet. I don't know why, but they just don't seem like ultimate letters. So now we have 5 slots, but only one of them can make it into the top half of the alphabet. And we're just gonna eliminate F and L because yes, I just don't see any. I mean, I see an argument for them, like I do with D, M, and N as well, but compared to those two, they're like the least relevant here. And now that we're down to the top 3, honestly, any of them could go. This last one was just thrown in at the last second without any reason. So if you want to change, the winner to D, M, or N, then feel free to. But in my opinion, the last letter is N, and it's because of one reason. I feel like I see N so often that it just has to go here. Anyway, this was a fun video, but we're not done yet. I'm going to do this with every video where I Thanos snap something. But I just want to show you like my thoughts on every letter. Uh, so here is my tier list for like every letter in the alphabet. And like here's like the where I rank them in terms of whether they would go into the ultimate alphabet or not. Actually, move J up. Okay. So so whatever. Alright. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.